In Denmark, you can earn as high as 25 euro per hour from your part-time job. You will get around 12% of your total income as holiday money. But wait, don't rush. You should not base your decision on only these few numbers. There is much more you need to know about income in Denmark. So here in this video, I'm going to talk about students' income, expense, and saving in Denmark. This video is made based on an interview I have taken with a friend of mine in Copenhagen. So the experience might be different for others. First of all, let's know about the condition of part-time jobs in Denmark. Normally in Denmark, it isn't that difficult to find a part-time job in bigger cities, but it can be challenging to find jobs in smaller cities. Most of the international students in Denmark prefer to live in Copenhagen, as there are high chances of finding jobs as compared to the other small cities. Copenhagen is one of the most famous tourist spots in Europe, and there is a large number of hotels and restaurants in operation. However, in recent days, we have been getting messages from students that they are even struggling to get jobs in Copenhagen. Just while preparing this video, we got a message from a student who has been in Copenhagen for a month and has not been able to find a job despite all of his effort. So always check everything about the city where your university is located and be mentally prepared for all kinds of situations. Most of the international students work in hotels, restaurants, and bars. In addition to this, cleaners and food delivery are the other common jobs you can do in Denmark. Until and unless you are fluent in Danish language, you have to try your hands at any kind of jobs. The working culture in Denmark is highly respectable and you won't be judged on the basis of your work. You might find Denmark a bit challenging for the first few months of your stay, but as you get used to it, you are gonna have a fun working environment in Denmark. This is the most important topic I want to focus on. Most of the students ask me whether they can get a job according to their skills or not. But you have to know that opportunities won't knock on your door until you build a door. Let me clarify this. Most of the international students in Denmark, especially people like us from South Asia and Africa, never try to reach out of their skill-relevant jobs. They settle with whatever they find. I can understand that for us, it is very important to start earning as soon as possible. But you always should try to expand your horizons. Instead of just settling with whatever you find, what you should do is make a good portfolio and strive to find jobs that suit your skills and experiences. I know it is not as easy as it is said, but it's not impossible. First, just take whatever comes in your way, but keep on applying for the relevant job as well. There are a lot of websites and job portals in Denmark where you can find jobs in a variety of fields. Create a good-looking CV, mention all your skills, and write how you can help other companies grow. By doing this, there is a high chance for you to get a skill-relevant job. Similarly, if you have experience from the IT sector, it is a lot easier to find part-time jobs. In Denmark, you can find some students working in the UN and other big companies. This is due to their research and the extra time they put into searching for those kind of jobs. So do proper research and put your extra time into finding the best doors for you to settle in Denmark. I just checked my analytics and saw that 11% of you have subscribed to my channel. If this video is being helpful to you, a subscribe would mean a lot to me. What that does for me is it gives me an indicator that I am building an audience and that I'm creating helpful content for you people. Now let's know about some skills that can help you as a part-time student in Denmark. Skills such as bartender and barista can be helpful in finding jobs in bars and clubs. I already mentioned that the inflow of the tourists in Denmark is extremely high. So having some skills as a waiter and cleaner can be a plus point for you. But keep in mind that your certificates only play a very small role in providing you with jobs in Denmark. The most essential requirement is your skills and ability to complete your task. If you can satisfy the recruiter, you can get a job even if you don't have any certificates. The hotel itself will provide you with proper training if you are an eligible candidate. So you should not worry that much about it. Here is a bonus tip for you guys. Are you ready? It is seen that most of the international students waste their money by doing useless training in their home country. I think we all can relate to that. But I really do not recommend you to do so. If you really want to do some useful training, there are 2 skills that may help you a lot in Denmark to land a part-time job. They are hair cutting skills for men and parlor for beautician skills for women. This kind of jobs are always in high demand in Europe, and if you are highly skilled, you will make a good amount of money even from part-time job. Now let's know about the working rights of international students in Denmark. Here, students can work for 20 hours per week, which is 80 hours a month. And in the vacation period, which is usually June, July and August, you can work full-time. No matter whichever college you choose, this rule is equally applicable to all. So the vacation time is when you try to earn money for your tuition fees, because just working 20 hours a week will not be sufficient for you to cover everything. Anyway, in Denmark, the government has not made any rules about the minimum per hour wage for workers. Despite the continuous pressure from the EU and labor union, the government has not specified any minimum wages for laborers. Generally, wages depend on the sector you are working in. Wages are mostly high in cleaning sectors, and they might range from 130 to 175 Danish kroner per hour according to the shift you work on. In the restaurant and hospitality sector, wages might range from 115 to 130 Danish kroner per hour. From this amount, your pension and holiday money will be deducted. After working for 12 months, you will get a bonus of extra 1 month of salary, which is called holiday money. In the cleaning sector, you can earn 2 times more than the normal salary if you work on and off days such as Sundays. But in restaurants, the chances of getting such facilities are extremely low. Compiling all these, we can conclude that one can earn 120 to 140 Danish kroner per hour in Denmark. It sounds really high, right? But we have not yet talked about tax. Denmark has one of the highest income tax rate in Europe. Depending on your income, the tax rate can go as high as 50%. Yes, you heard it right. That is too high. To clarify more about tax rate, you will be paying 8% tax for the first 5 to 7,000 kroner a month. This threshold amount depends on the distance between your work and the home. And for the amount you can earn more than this threshold amount, you will be paying additional 36% tax. Now let's calculate the minimum expense on which you can survive in Denmark as a single student. You can get a room for a single student for about 2,500 Danish kroner. The general food expense in Denmark is about 2,000 Danish kroner, but if you are working in a restaurant or a hotel, you can get food at your workplace once a day. So your food expense might decrease to 1,000 Danish kroner. The transportation cost can be estimated as 400 Danish kroner, and the telephone bill can range up to 200 Danish kroner per month. College fees depend on the type of college you choose, and let's assume it as 6,000 Danish kroner per month. So, adding all this cost, your total monthly expense might be around 10 to 12,000 Danish kroner if you are a single student. Expenses generally depend on the nature of a person and place you live. That's why it is only an assumption based on minimalistic lifestyle, not the fact. But don't panic about the cost. Although the living expenses are high in Denmark, you can cover all these expenses by working full-time in June, July, and August, which I mentioned earlier. You can work unlimitedly in these 3 months, and there are students who have earned more than 30,000 Danish kroner each month in this vacation period. The extra holiday money that you get after working for 12 months will also help you cover your expense. You can take a relaxing breath, and let's move to the conclusion of today's video. In conclusion, if you are a single student in Denmark, you can earn enough to sustain your life in Denmark. But if you plan to save a bunch of money and send it to your home country, sorry to say, you won't be able to do so. But if you are living with a partner, then you can save some money. The income of one can be used to pay expenses, and the partner's income can be used for saving purpose. Around 2015 and 16, the environment for international students was hard in Denmark. There was not enough job, and number of international students was way higher than now. But at present, the condition is normal. There are enough job opportunities for students, and income is comparatively good. If you put some effort into research, you can find job that fits perfectly for you. I already mentioned that there are many websites and job portals where you can find the jobs in Denmark. So surf these sites and find a job which you can enjoy doing. I hope this video gave you sufficient information about the life of a student in Denmark. Next week, I'll be back with the new topic. Till then, be safe, be healthy. Bye-bye.